G'day, g'day, g'day! Welcome back to another episode of the Journeyman Challenge on F1 2017 with Maximov Tatarov as the driver for Sauber. And we are at Sochi, Russia for the fourth race of the season, the Russian Grand Prix of Season 3. We are into, yes we are. And just got a little voicemail to listen to. We'll get that and see what our goals for qualifying are.
What the team are hoping for in the race.
Alright, they want us to qualify 18th and beat Roman Grosjean. Yay, the stream is working. Took me a couple of attempts to get it going, but here we are, and hey, away we go. But first things first, we'll grab the Discord link for anyone who is new to the channel, or for the subscribers that have not yet plugged in to our main social media. Also, I'm on Twitter. They are the two main places for interactions on the channel. Oakley dokily. Let me grab the results from practice, and I'll let you know how we went. So the first one was rain affected. Both me and Ericsson on Inters did a 1:52.6 for 11th, 1.9 seconds off the pace. Ericsson did a 1:53.7 for 19th. In practice 2, I came 9th on the Ultrasofts, 1:38.2, 1.7 off the pace, and Ericsson did a 1:40.2, 19th. And then in practice 3, it was rain affected. I got in a good time at the end, which was good enough for 6, a 1:41.3 on the Ultrasoft. And Ericsson's best was on the Inters, a 1:54.8 in 19th. And at one point I was on top of the timesheet, so I put that out on Twitter because I thought it was hilarious. Oakley dokily. Upgrades. We could go in for another engine upgrade, but I really need to start thinking about making the chassis upgrades cheaper. So I think I might hold off for now unless someone else suggests something that I should do with the 800 points that I've got. And we'll go grab the fourth piece of engine parts for everything. So got fresh bits ready to go. The thing I'm not certain about is this gearbox, 80%. Oh, I don't really want to have a grid penalty at a race that I got a good chance of getting some points at, so we're just going to leave it.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs. I want to talk briefly about the strategy in these qualifying sessions. Anthony Davidson, how can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths of a second?
Well, qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily. It's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session. You're looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however. Track position or unexpected yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a driver, you have to try and ignore these distractions and just keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
Okay, we know it's going to be a struggle to get out of this session, but give it your best shot.
Alrighty then, so qualifying is here. Where do you think we're gonna end up? 9th was our best result in equal weather conditions against the AI, against the other teams. Alrighty, check my setup, that's what I'll do first. Make sure I've got the good setup. 6.6. I had it down to a 5.5 at one point. So, yeah, I was able to get round in a 5.5, so I'll leave it like that. So I haven't saved that setup obviously, but it'll get locked in now. Here we go. Just got to hold together for a good lap. The old gearbox. Took that first chicane a little bit easy. Might get more aggressive with it on the second lap. I love this track. It's one of my favourite on the calendar. .38.9, that's a good first effort. See what we can get out of the car. Can we get to a 37? I don't know. Starting to sprinkle. Lost a bit of time there. Getting greasy. No, I'm not going to improve some of those will not wreck the engine any further. Or risk the gearbox.
We should see heavy rainfall on track in about 10 minutes.
I think anyone that didn't get a time in is going to suffer for it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it looks like. Depends on how long this rain sticks around for. Might be safely in the top 15 here. Let's see. Ricardo only managed a 36. I think they were doing 35s in the practice session, possibly. Yeah, the next best is a 45.7. Let's see how it pans out for the next little bit. We'll just fast forward just a little bit. Yeah, it's rainy. Ocon. It's going quick despite it being wet. Okay. Somehow Ocon got a good one in. Wonder if that was the last one. It's going to get a decent time. So yeah, 49.4 for Hamilton. Palmer 53.0. Bottas a 50.0. Palmer. Oh, Vettel's going to miss out on a lap. Look at that. Bottas is going to get knocked out. So is Vettel. Oh gosh. What an interesting qualifying. Both me and my teammate are getting through. The rain coming to good effect for us. We get through in 13th. Ericsson in 14th. Bottas and Vettel missing out. Holy moly, what a turnaround for the books. What's qualifying 2 gonna bring us? So more shocks in store. We got full intermediate tyre here, intermediate tyres and weather. So let's have a look at what the qualifying is going to bring. Looks like it's going to stay wet throughout qualifying. I need to toggle the weather and have a look at the race. The race is going to be dry, so might as well keep the dry setup and go out on the intermediate tyres. Well, I can't change it now, but I'm locked into it, that's right, from the Parc Ferme of the first session. It's going to be interesting to see how we handle the dry setup on a wet track. Vandoorne's put in the fastest time for now. They'll surely get dusted off by someone else. Yep, Hamilton 3 seconds quicker. Whoop, a bit of a large corner cut there. aiming for a 52 something. If I can get a 52, I'll be happy. 51 even happier. Sliding off to the boonies there. 52.8 despite that slide off the road. That's alright. Get a better lap this time round. Might go from wet to dry. Interesting. .51, a nice time there. This is a much better lap. We can manage to get round without running out of fuel. That'd be nice. Ooh, I lost track of what I was doing there, trying to get the fuel gauge down. We just got over the line with enough fuel in the tank. Return to garage. Let's see where we're sitting. sitting fifth at the moment, but the track is getting drier, they're saying. Possibly might have to go out for a tri-tyre run. Well, I don't think it's going to dry quickly enough in 3 minutes, but...
So far, our fastest lap is a 1:51.2.
It's right on board with Lewis. He's on intermediate. Yeah, that's definitely intermediate time. So we should be theoretically safe. But I'm going to grab another set of inters. %, wear. Actually, the ones I've got on are the best set I've got. Oh, insufficient time to complete a flying lap. I'm sure I can get round in 2 minutes. Let's see. It doesn't look like I'm gonna get over the line. I can always duck back in the pits. The car for an extra lap. Hamilton with 150.1 goes a little bit faster. Is drying, but not enough for slicks. Might see the slicks come out for Q3. I did get over the line to start a lap. This computer was lying to me. Didn't take that first corner so great. Oh, what the heck? I can't get a gear. My gearbox has just gone totally wonky. What the fuck, me tits? I tried to gear down, it's gone up to 8. Not really responding. I think I might have to take the grid penalty and go for a new one. can't throw away any points this season. So yeah, gonna change the gearbox. So it's fucked. But we made it into Q3. I was hoping we could have managed to nurse the gearbox through this round, but yeah, it's packed it in pretty much. Ericsson's only managed a 52.8 for 15th, but it's still his best qualifying too. So missing out is Felipe Massa, Kvyat, Magnussen, Van Dorn and Ericsson. Going through into final qualifying is Hamilton, Raikkonen, Verstappen, Ricciardo, and for the first time in the Sauber, Tatarov makes it through to qualifying 3. Yibbida yibbida, get in lads. Hulkenberg, Perez, Ocon, and our rival Grosjean, and Fernando Alonso. So let's bring on Q3. Oh great, we've got a problem with our braking system, so we're gonna have to sit out 6 minutes of the bloody session. Fuck! Oh, can anything else go wrong with the car today? Oh, bloody hell. Bloody fucking hell. That'll leave me not much time to do a lap. Alrighty, repair time nearly done. And we've also got to get through this with a buggered gearbox, because now we've lost all that time on that. We probably don't have the time to replace the gearbox until... Oh shit, me tits... Ah! I nearly fucking sped it up too far. So let me grab the free set of tyres we get for being in Q3, which is those ones. We've got plenty of Ultra Softs left over for the race.
Checks complete. All personnel be aware we have a car leaving.
Tatarov is not one that's known for being gentle on his machinery. That's probably more of a Tomo thing than a Tatarov thing, but oh, shut up, Jeff. Oops, didn't mean to cut that corner. Just trying to get around without hurting the gearbox too much. And that's less points that I get for the old upgrades. Be -3 off the final score. for the hot lap. Oh, Kimmy, fuck off. Fuck off, Kimmy. Oh, you son of a bitch. We'll have enough time to get another lap in, but god damn it. Stupid AI. Just come straight out into your path. He's sticking right up my bum too, which is making me a little nervous. Go away, Kimmy. Uh-oh, I think the gearbox is gone again. Fuck! Fuck me! Nothing I can do about it, lads. That's our qualifying gone. Just 3 more bloody corners! Fuck! Stone the flaming crows.
Qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting race tomorrow. Your top 3 are
I think we were on for at least beating Grosjean too. I think I was on for a 37.5. Damn it! He gets another one over me in qualifying.
So make sure you join us then.
So cranky I didn't even want to read out the top 10. You'll get it on the bloody grid lineup, but yeah, we're gonna go backwards because I'm gonna have to change that fucking son of a bitch gearbox. Not impressed with the car. We get some points there, 925. And gonna go further behind Grosjean because of the bloody breakdown there at the end. Alright, let's go to the laptop first and straight to get rid of that gearbox. 84% dead. And didn't even get to race it for 4 races. Ay ay ay. So annoying. But at least we've got fresh engine bits for everything, so yeah, alright, so let's listen to our goals for the race.
Hi, guess who? I've seen the team's expectations for the race, so I thought I'd pass them on and wish you luck. Take care.
They want us to come 15th, beat Roman, and place 14th higher in the championship. Not sure how many positions you lose for the gearbox, but if it's any more than 5, we on the back of the grid, I think. If it's more than 5, not sure if it's 5 or 10. Oh, fuck. That was a weird hiccup burp. And And to press the button
Well
again.
then, after an exciting qualifying
And here we
session
go.
yesterday,
Pole
let's
went
take a look
to,
at
I
how
think
the
it was
cars line up.
Hamilton?
Lewis Hamilton lines
Yeah,
up on
Hamilton
pole
and
position,
Kimi
and Kimi
in the
Räikkönen
second
completes the front row. Looking
spot
down the rest
on
of
the
the
first
grid,
row,
we
then
have
Ricciardo and
Verstappen,
round
Sergio
out.
Perez,
Row
and
2,
Ocon,
row 3,
Hülkenberg,
Perez and Ocon,
Alonso,
Hulkenberg,
Grosjean,
Alonso,
and Felipe
then
Massa,
Grosjean and
Kvyat,
Massa,
Van
Kvyat
Dorn,
and Van
Marcus
Dorn,
Ericsson,
Ericsson,
and
then
Bottas,
Bottas.
Sauber,
We dropped
Vettel,
5 to
Carlos
15th.
Sainz,
Vettel was
Julian
right up
Palmer,
our ass.
Stroll,
Saints
Kevin
and
Magnussen
Palmer, so it is
round
only
off the
5 places for a
Now it's almost
gearbox.
time to
And
lights
Stroll
out,
and
so let's
Magnussen
go
at
down
the
to
back.
track.
So that's a good, it's a good possibility for Ericsson if he can get a good start.
Really good starting position for us. Let's try not to lose it.
Alright, we're going to go for the one stopper. I'm going to switch it around, starting on the super soft. It can do some 11 laps, it reckons. Actually, Actually, I might go for the soft. I don't know. We'll see if we can get, let's see, 17 laps maybe out of the super soft, and 10 laps at the end. It's going to be maximum wear 66%. I reckon I can live with that. Alrighty, see how that goes. And bump up the fuel so we can go flat out. It's only 5 laps difference there, so we're going to have to manage that just a little bit at some point. Try and see if I can save at least 2 or 3 laps to go hard at the end on the faster tyre.
Right, let's get the car into touch on this lap. We're learning the gears, so that'll be really good.
At least I don't have to worry about the car breaking down with its gearbox. Now brand new, shouldn't have any gremlins. It's just cost me my top 10 qualifying position. The good thing is I was able to change to whatever tyres I decide, because Q2 was a wet qualifying session, so it hasn't hampered me in regards to locking me in to a certain strategy based on my starting tyres. So that is a bonus. For those that don't know the rules of F1, if you qualify into the, you get into the third qualifying session, your fastest time, the tyres you used for your fastest time in Q2 are the tyres you start the race with. So yeah, that does add a bit of strategy element to the qualifying. I quite like that rule. And yeah, the strange qualifying rule they tried to bring in a year or two ago, I can't remember exactly when it was, where every such a time the last place person would get knocked out. It was absolute dog shit, and I'm glad they went back to the normal qualifying rule setup just after a few races. It was the stupidest idea I've ever seen in Formula 1 for a long time. I think the halo, although the intent of the halo is not stupid, the look and the aesthetic of the halo looks absolutely stupid. It looks horrible. You know, I'm sure they can think up something better than that. But yeah, that's just my 2 bobs worth. Dokily, the grid is forming up. 4 red lights, 5, and we're away. Vettel's got a good start. Saints is by on the inside. Palmer down the inside. I want to be on the inside, but I'm just going to roll out of the throttle and avoid all the drama and come back down there inside. Got a bit swamped there on the start, but I avoided all the damage possibilities to my front wing. Closing up on Saints, who's stuck behind my teammate. He hasn't had a good start either. Down the inside, forcing Saints wide. Position is mine, mate. Haha! Eat my fumes. Gonna have a lunge at my teammate. Gonna give him the room. Try to get the traction out wide, and we hold the position. Vettel now, stuck in traffic, is the next one in front of us. Ericsson will do a good rear gunner job and slow the lads behind me so I can attack the pack in front of me. Teamwork. I missed a gear down to 4th I meant to go, and that extra speed drove me wide. They're pedaling quite nicely in front of me, I haven't quite caught them up. Under braking into the hairpin, little bit of a corner cut. Got a warning, naughty boy me. Bottas is still not inside the top 10, he's just ahead of Vettel, both being held up by this traffic. We've got DRS to help us. Hey, love me gizmos, especially if they make you go faster. Oh, I've got to watch that corner cutting. They're gonna get stroppy and give me a penalty at some point. Getting a bit too eager to catch up. Wasn't close enough to Vettel that time to pick up the DRS for the back straight, unfortunately. Whoa! Bottas has got himself into some trouble. That slowed up Vettel. Whoa, going wheel to wheel! Shit me tits! We just recovered that one. Bit of excitement there, shot the heart rate up a fair whack. Now we've got some closing up to do again. Missed the apex a little bit there, and that's let Vettel come around the outside. I'm gonna give him the corner because I'll have the DRS. Oops, and I forget to open the fucking thing. Allowed to dive down the inside again. Oh, damn, he's good on the braking. I misjudged that one. A little bit too early on it. I was a bit too taking it easy. Looks like Bottas has got Van Dorn. Got a little bit close there. DRS open. There's going to be some fun and games down this end of this straight. Whoa, coming in all crossed up. 2 in the 1 corner. Job done. Mind you, I've got the super soft, they have the stickier ultra soft. So I'm doing a good job here, I reckon. The more positions I can gain in the first stint, it's going to serve me well when I have the better tyre. Speedier tyre. Bottas has been held up by Kvyat now. Vettel's already dispatched Van Dorn and coming back at me. Probably won't be able to keep him at bay for very long, but I want to get at Kvyat. Bad exit off that corner has Vettel having a look down my inside, and I will concede the place to him. Oh, I've gone wide again. Let's put Van Dorn right up my arsehole. Down too many gears, out of rhythm here. Trying to get them flow back. Thankfully, our engine's still better than the Honda. Whoa! Bit out of control there. Van Dorn is still sticking up to my rear. I have to give him credit for that. He's having a go. Exit there. Don't know if I lost pace or not. I think I'm gaining on Kvyat. Just a little bit. That was a bad exit. Probably lost whatever I gained on that one corner. Oh shit, me tits went wide there. Van Dorn's having a sniff. No, we got a time penalty. Damn it, I'm going to take this opportunity to have a sip of me drink. We'll have to make sure we've got 3 seconds ahead of whoever we're ahead of at the end of the race. Cop that one on the chin a little. That's fair enough, I've been a naughty boy. Better exit up the last corner. Still not able to catch up close enough to have a go at Kvyat. Oh no, it's Ricardo in front of us temporarily. Oh no, he's come out of the pits. Yeah, it is still Kvyat. Just confused me for a little while. Drop Van Dorn off our ass. Should make it easier to concentrate on Kvyat then. progress. Had no room there. Bit rude of him to shove us off the road, but oh well. Got banned on almost up our clacker again. Stops are starting to take place now. I'm going to go down to standard. So I just realised I'm almost out of my go faster juice. I want to save a little bit of that for later in the race. Wide there. Give Van Dorn a chance to get right up the backside. Kvyat is coming into the pits now. As is a bunch of others. So we need some good clean laps to give us a shot at coming back at them for a points finish at the end of the race. They still doing so well on Born Ultra Softs when I'm struggling on Super Softs that have a bit more durability. Maybe I tear my tyres up more. That could be it. Magnussen's having a battle with someone back there. Perez now having a crack. Oops, I didn't mean to go down to Rich. Ribbon back. See if I can hold them off in lean mode. Gain some go faster juice back for later. A few more laps to the pit stop. Ocon will get me as well because he's got a Mercedes engine and the DRS. We might be able to slide down the inside to him because we weren't fiddling around with options like we... Oh shit! There we go. That's what I was trying to avoid. Ocon has locked the brakes up, but we weren't able to get him back. I'll be happy when I get those upgrades in the chassis that improve the tyre wear, because yeah, we're still very slow at the end of a stint of tyres. Magnussen and Bottas are both up my clacker. Another Red Bull back there. I'd say that's probably Verstappen. Keep Magnussen behind me, but Bottas and Verstappen will probably breeze by.
Okay, your ahead is 2 seconds.
Ricardo's made another stop. There comes Magnussen and Verstappen and Bottas. I'm getting absolutely swamped here. Eee, which way do I go? Fuck me tits. I don't know. That corner always brings out the shenanigans. Annoyed that Magnussen is by me. Oh, fuck me tits. Everyone's having a crack at me now. There's Vettel. That's enough saving fuel. Thank God I can come into the pits this lap. I'm glad to get rid of this pair of tyres. I feel a bit shit at the moment. Magnussen's been swamped by all those faster cars. Let's see if we can get at him. Another bloody warning. We've got Hulkenberg having a sniff. Having a crack with the DRS. Oh shit, Ricardo's getting a bit of the action as well. I'm going to try to keep my nose clean and see what happens. In front of me. Whoa, there's a Grosjean having a crack as well. Far out, Brussels sprout. Ooh, I've clipped the wall. If nothing else, this race has been full of action. I think my strategy of losing too much time there on the worn tyres is probably hurt me more than helped me. It's kind of relying on safety car the right point to help the strategy, and we're going back to last. 15th is the target. I don't know what we can do in 10 laps. Magnussen came in front of us. So he had the same idea as me. That hasn't worked out good for him either. 2 seconds. I want to catch up as quick as I can. Magnussen's having a go at my teammate. And looks like he's got him. Should get DRS here, yep. Here we come, Marcus. Left, right, nope. Down the inside. A little bit of a kiss there, tyre to tyre. Narrowly got the corner cut. He's trying to get the tiniest margin here. Thankfully it's only a warning. Already got 1 3-second up our sleeves. I don't know if we're going to make up enough ground to get 15th, but I'm going to try. Really throwing it around, trying to catch Magnussen. Oh, very deep there. Damn it. Overcooked it. Just need better pace in the car. It ain't there yet. On a track where I normally would easily get into the top 10, I'm struggling. The other teams have been out producing us. I need to get the cost of things down cheaper, and then I can start banging on multiple upgrades at one time. I think that's the only way I'm going to catch up. Oh. Was catching up a little bit there. Felt like I was catching him. Dip down into the 38s like I'm hoping to. I need to be doing 38s to catch him. Whoa! Fuck me tits, he just slowed right down. I nearly plowed right in the back of him. I pushed him so hard he broke his car. DRS disabled, virtual safety car. Would have liked a full course safety car, then I could have had a chance at overtaking some lads. .6 seconds. I don't think I'm going to have enough laps or pace to catch Sainz. I need 2 more positions for my team's target. Unless the lads in front of me take each other off the track, which I'm hoping for. There is a caution. Oh, it's Magnussen's car lurching around slowly. Oh, my teammate's now out of the race. To back the engine off, so they're almost out of fuel to spare. So frustrated that the car just doesn't have the pace. Yeah, gone about the upgrades the wrong way, a little bit here and a little bit there. I should have, in the first season, heavily focused on making things cheaper. Now kind of having to do that a little bit late into the game. So this is going to be a painful season while we get that back under control. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough car pace to get points at the next race I normally score at, which is Canada. Monaco's going to be a shit of a race too. Spain's going to probably be painful. Got to bring her own, that's all I can do. Oh, that was a wide corner. Hamilton with 37.7. On the last lap, he does the fastest lap. Oh, Kimi even beats it. Kimi didn't let him get the fast lap as well as the win. Good on him. There's two areas of the car I need to develop. Outright pace in terms of aerodynamics and chassis, and better tyre wear so that we don't lose as much time in the late parts of the late stages of a stint. Because that's where it was lost in the when the tyres were worn on the super soft stint. We just went backwards and backwards and backwards.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows.
Oh, I gave it everything I could.
So out.
Didn't
How exactly
leave
did they
anything
set
on the
themselves
table,
apart from
that's
the
for
pack
sure.
today?
Well, I'd
The
say it's
car
just
just
raw
doesn't
pace,
have
plain
it,
and simple.
because,
I mean, we could sit here and talk about strategy all day, the overtaking, looking after the tyres.
I think also losing a bunch of resource points when we got the change from Renault to Sauber also put us behind the 8 ball
And
for the
here are our
upgrades.
podium drivers today
We've just
after
been
that excellent
upgraded
race.
off the face of the
They've
planet,
excelled here, as
really,
they so often do, and it's
by
a
the other
well-deserved
teams.
victory. Mercedes then are on top today.
That's the only truth I can find so far. This last season we were managed to get a podium at Canada and some good points. We had about 50 or 60 points for the season, and this season I'll be lucky if we break 20 the way that the car's
I'm going to go
speed is going at the moment. Stroll was a lap down, Magnussen 2 laps down. Oh, he kept doddering around till he finished. I thought he was going to be out of the race. Yeah, 11 seconds, 10 seconds almost behind, 11 seconds behind Sainz. Not what we wanted today. But let's go have a look at who got the points. Hamilton, Raikkonen and Bottas. Bottas recovered very well to get a podium. Vettel also recovered well for 4th. Perez, then Ricciardo. Ocon, Verstappen, Massa and Hulkenberg grabbed the points today. And the standings has Vettel still in the lead after he won the first 3 races. Hamilton in 2nd. Kimi in 3rd. Then Max and Danny Boy. Perez in 6th. Bottas in 7th. Grosjean in 8th, Ocon, then Van Dorn and Massa. We've got 4 points from our cheeky 8th place in China, equal with Magnussen and Hulkenberg there. Alonso and Sainz on 2 points. Ericsson, Stroll, Kvyat and Palmer yet to get off the mark. Ferrari have a nice 56-point lead over Mercedes, who have reclaimed 2nd place from Red Bull, who are on 84. Force India on 44, Haas on 26, McLaren on 8, Williams on 6, Renault and Sauber on 4, Renault jumping us. We are 2 points clear of Toro Rosso, in danger of being last. Until next time, stone the flamin' crows and tickle your dancing dingoes. I'm Tomo, we'll see you then, goodbye.